A $1,000 bonus of sorts for thousands of employees. It could be coming for City of Madison workers. The mayor proposed it this week, and it would cost the city about $3.4 million. And that $1,000, well, it's really only $650 to $850 after taxes. Still, the mayor wants to see it happen. Tahleel Mohieldin explains why. Tahleel?
The mayor says the payment would be a way to thank thousands of city employees who stepped up during the pandemic, many of them as essential workers. And she's also hoping with the current inflation, the bonus comes at the right time. They pick up your trash, help you out at the library, and get you where you need to go. But they don't always get a thank you.
You know, our city staff have worked very hard during the pandemic and have been asking us all along if there was some way that we could, show some appreciation for that.
Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway would like to. Thanks to a multi-million-dollar surplus, her proposal would take $3.4 million from that surplus and give basically every city employee a $1,000 bonus.
It's a little bit of a tough time for households in our community, and I'm happy to be able to recognize our employees.
The money comes from an insurance fund city employees themselves pay into. In fact, they contribute roughly 85% of its total value.
So we are finding a way to return essentially their money back to the employees.
UW Public Affairs professor Tim Smeating says after the worst of the pandemic, state and local governments have been slower to bounce back than the private sector, including with employees. So the extra cash could do a lot for retention.
So if it's hard to attract employees, what do you try and do? You try and keep the ones you've got. Every employer is doing this. You don't do exit interviews. You do, how are you doing? How's your job interviews?
As for how useful the money will actually be to an employee's daily life, Smeating says, well, that depends on the employee.
If you're having trouble making rent or you're working a second job, it may be just great. It may help you get over the hump. If you're a homeowner who has a fixed mortgage or an older worker, it may not have that big an effect.
The mayor's proposal would need approval from the Common Council. If they push it through, city employees can expect the cash bump by end of February.